I am here to announce that we have filed a lawsuit challenging House Bill 2597, better known as permitless carry. We have filed that lawsuit today. We believe this law is unconstitutional. We have filed the lawsuit on the basis of violation of the single subject rule. Furthermore, we have retained the services of Crowe and Dunleavy to represent us on this lawsuit. And we have also, I should also add, filed a injunction, a preliminary injunction to prevent this dangerous law from going into effect on November 1st. The judge that's going to be hearing this case is Judge Andrews. We expect to get a court date later on this afternoon for him to hear this matter, and we're excited. We're looking forward to challenging this dangerous law. We received over 37,000 signatures in 17 days, which is unheard of in the state of Oklahoma for that short period of time. We believe the people in this state support us. We know they support us. We collected those signatures without any funding, just grassroots, just people that care about the state of Oklahoma. So we're going to pursue this lawsuit. We're going to continue to fight. We're going to continue to try to prevent this dangerous law from going into effect.
I'm a private citizen. I was involved with the initiative petition, and as I read the law and talked to the attorneys, I understood that there were significant problems with the way the law is written. I have problems with, obviously, the topic and the idea of permitless carry. I do believe that it's dangerous. It's likely to raise the number of assaults with guns and the number of homicides. But beyond that, there are also serious constitutional issues with this law related to the single subject law.
What do you see? I know that section of the Constitution talks about things being germane in one law. What do you see as the two things, perhaps, that violate that law, that touch on multiple subjects?
Right. I mean, I think there are a variety of things in that law, and that's broken down in the pleading. I'm sure you all will get that, and the attorneys will, I'm sure, be much more articulate on that than I will be. But a couple of the things it involves things like brass knuckles, which are not firearms. It involves school parking lots, which really don't have a whole lot to do with firearms. There's also the idea of indemnification of, and that's why I'm involved in this. There's a section about liability. That's really what prompted me to become a plaintiff. So what that law says that we passed in Oklahoma is it now sets up two different classes of people. You have people that are paid by the government, and you have people who are not. And what happens is, if you are paid by the government, you're an employee of the state, or any government as far as we can tell, local, county, city, you have no personal liability if you discharge a gun. Your homeowner's insurance cannot be sued. You cannot be personally sued. Now, there, of course, would be, criminal penalties, but in my case, my husband is paid by the state, and I work for a private employer. And so and it's not likely to happen, we've been married for a long time, but if the gun that is in our home would be used by him, I could not sue him. If the gun were to be used by me, he could sue me, and I would have personal liability and he would not. And that sets up two classes of people. And fundamentally, I don't think that the legislators understood what they were passing. And I also think it violates the single subject rule. And it's also bad policy.